the god of StarCraft. Let's go to game 2.
Down here in the bottom left in the red, the Protoss player, he's down 0-1. It's StarDust.
And over here in the top right, in the blue, the god of StarCraft, the king of RTS, the most successful StarCraft 1 player at the end of his career, had to switch to StarCraft 2. He's making it work. It's Flash. All right. No proxies yet. Not this time.
Nope. And let me tell you, it doesn't matter what day of the week it is. It doesn't matter what time it is. Even if it's not Flash o'clock, people will be down here if Flash is playing and cheer for Flash. There's like already so many fangirls here taking pictures, screaming his name. Doesn't matter where he is. They'll be there.
They'll be there. Now, we don't see any SCVs going now. So Flash is going to take a normal attempt at a game here. We could see a CC first, but no, decides to drop the barracks. So after that little scare last game, wants to play a little bit safer on this 2-player map.
Yeah, 2-player map, he's like, yeah, I'll drop the barracks this time. Gas follow-up here, going to be a Reaper. Yeah. Flash known for this, loves to get that scouting information down.
Small possibility we see a drop opening with Flash, not known for doing fast Hellions, not Marine drops, nor Widow Mine drops. It's not really what he does. There are a lot of fans here, I could tell, for StarDust as well today, as he is quite famous. A lot of foreign fans in the studio today, and when StarDust was near us, saw a lot of them notice him and run over, ask him for pictures, autographs, and stuff, chat with him a little bit, as he is quite famous overseas. For his WCS Europe performance. One of my favorite pros. Definitely very successful.
He's just such a happy guy.
He is a fun character. He's, you know, really made Europe his home, and I really like to see Koreans that go over
deep in thought.
What if he just transitioned instead of going up the ramp? I don't know. We'll never know. What if he just, you know, didn't keep running stalkers over that?
Good question.
We'll never know.
SCV being annoying, but will be forced away. Nexus about to come out here.
That Nexus placed. So, you know, it's really cool to me to see that we finally do have Terran players actively blocking with SCVs. The eBay block is all but dead because you can just block with your SCV anyways. And I'm surprised we never really saw players go for like, you know, a little bit more active SCV blocks in the past. Now it's like a total standard, especially here in Korea and other regions as well. eBay really fast here, going to give him a fast +1 and also turrets for safety, but the +1 comes first.
Yeah. Mothership Core does pop out just in time for that Reaper. We'll get it away, but of course it did jump in the main, try to get some scouting information done.
And, I mean, so far, everything looks pretty normal for StarDust. It looks like he wants to just play a straight-up game here. I think he might even add a Robo.
Yeah.
But look at that gas. Maybe it's a Stargate again.
Yeah, it could be. I feel like he's just taking a page out of SOS's book, like coming here in the first match, try to cheese when your opponent wouldn't guess, you know, on a 3-player map. But Flash, just amazing hold in that last game.
Where's the tech, StarDust? He really wants to get the Reaper out of there before he adds it. He's got so much gas. Time is running out. Okay, Forge Robo. So, taking a page out of Rain's book here, really.
Yeah.
And he's going to play that super safe Protoss vs. Terran style. Stim has started now. Some of that extra gas Flash has. That rushed out +1.
Reaper squeaks by the Stalker. He wants to try to get some scouting information done, but with the Mothership Core right there at the front, Stalker up on the high ground, not going to get anything done. Bunker coming down for safety.
Could he get it? One more!
Oh, no. But he will micro against the Marines.
You know,
no damage.
A lot of maps back in like 2010, 2011 never had like ramps beyond the secondary ramp. Rather beyond the primary ramp, like never had secondary ramps.
Yeah.
So you could just actually do so much with that. That's why it's one of the reasons why we have most maps having another high ground point there to stop this, because stalkers, if you have 2 stalkers and kite marines for like infinity distance, if there's no high ground, and keep going up and killing them. Just ask anyone who played early game on like dual site, stuff like that, those really flat maps. You needed a bunker up there for sure.
Yeah. Well, we got a Warp Prism on the way here.
That we do.
Saw this out of SOS on this map against the Terran as well.
That's
Reaper going to try to pop up here. Does he get the scout?
I don't think so. Oh, he does.
No, I don't. Does he?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. I'm like freaking out over here. I'm like, no.
He can't have seen. So, the Warp Prism is going to be, again, for that backstab potential, I feel. It's really become a bit more normal in this matchup. It's actually going to go to the top left to do it, though, rather than going below the main base.
Yeah. He's also getting that Twilight Council. There'll be a lot of tech to go into both Colossi and get Archons. But, so I don't think we're going to see the exact same thing we saw out of SOS.
Very careful reaction there by StarDust to barely save his Observer from death, too. That's really important for Vision. Medevac production is starting, and this Warp Prism is just waiting. Because without this Observer, then he can't know when this move-out happens, so he can't really know the optimal time to do that drop. That Observer is so important right now. He's got a cannon here at home, knowing that a lot of his Warpins are going to be spent defensively, or rather offensively at that Warp Prism. And that first Colossus is out against an almost pure Marine army. With the Nexus cannon at home too, I think he should be fine. See how much Flash commits to this.
Trying to get some more scouting information with that Observer. Doesn't want to go in too far.
Did he see that CC?
I'm not sure, actually. That was pretty close. Seeing this drop come out. 3 Zealots coming into there. He knows that Flash is already moving out. Actually, just drops 1 Zealot into the natural. And thought about going into the main, but...
It's all it takes is the threat of more damage to force multiple stims and force the Terran army to turn around. Now he's going to drop into the main base as well. Trades a Zealot for saving his Warp Prism. I think it's fair. Fair trade there. Does definitely see the CC now. Uh-oh, though. This is a big drop and not a whole lot of answers. He needs to get that Colossus back up into the main. It's on its way. Needs to be careful with that. Okay, a few Stalkers here and a second Colossus joins in.
Colossus getting so ready to get into that battle. Third base coming down here for StarDust. Feeling pretty safe behind his Colossi and Blank.
And, you know, he's going to continue to attempt these drops. Warp Prism, or rather not the Warp Prism, the Observer is going to keep spotting them, though. 2 Colossi alone would not fight that whole army if it was unloaded, but unloading 1 by 1, it would just trash it. And now there's 3 Colossi.
Yeah. Tries again, but sees the army and moves out. He's just trying to keep as much army of StarDust back at the main while he goes for this pressure at the third, but StarDust seems to know something's going on. He's moving his army back.
Well, we've seen players like Joxy do this time and time again. StarDust, being Joxy's teammate here, has so much practice against this type of split play where you have a drop constantly threatening the main while you run in and attack the third base. Very well practiced against this. Solid defense here. He's actually coming in and try to pick off a medevac. Does get it. Will he get 2? Nah.
Not quite, but he moves back that army, taking more map advantage in that position. Third base here coming down here for Flash.
Let's see. The Vikings are in a good position here to start getting some pot shots off. Stalker's going to come up to defend and blink back. So the position here for Flash is an aggressive one, but you know, neither player really has much of a huge advantage here. I do like that Flash is able to secure the Ghost Academy right now while also finishing up his +2 attack, but it's hard for him to push any further to that third base, and his own third base is hard to be, assaulted by StarDust. He's got a solid defense up against drops as well, and with all those Vikings flying around, sending a Warp Prism around becomes a bit risky.
Yeah. Somehow he's able to sneak it by, though, on the right side. It is coming up here. Is he going to go for that third base? Yes, he will. He's going to delay a lot of mining time here and just be annoying in general. He knows that the entire army of Flash is moving out right now. He's actually going to drop into the main, but here we go. Flash is going for the attack.
Yep, big attack here. Nexus Cannon goes up as well. And he's targeting with those Vikings really well, but I think this is just too much Protoss. There's a lot of Marauders in this mix left, but with a few more Warpins, he would be in great shape. Does he have them, though? It's a lot of Marauders still.
Focusing down that Nexus. Is he going to get it? He's losing a lot of units while this is going down. And he's not able to get... Oh, he does. Finally, they're the last bit of health. But he lost so much army. He's
lost a lot of SCVs here, too. Third base lost every single one of them. He's almost dead. He's got to live. And the bigger problem is the 58 army supply of Protoss Death Ball marching across the map for the counterattack. He knows that was the trade, the Nexus for the army. And now you have no army, he says, so he's going to come and try to kill you. Are there even bunkers up? There might be one. But this is so much damage output in this Protoss army. And I don't know. Flash is also, as far as I can tell, ghostless. Against Storm, several High Templar could be warped in. Actually, he just made them into an Archon, so I guess he didn't... he may have canceled Storm, or either that or he just didn't want to mess with it. Yeah, okay, he canceled it because he knew he needed more Warpins to defend. A pretty solid choice, honestly.
Yeah. Look at this. He's just taking his third, and he's not going super aggressive. He's just poking there. He's just going to try to deny any third base location here. He's coming over here to the left. Sees there no CC over here.
Ghost Academy is kind of exposed, actually. I don't think that's really going to become a very big deal in this game, but something to consider. Fourth base looks ready to be started here pretty soon for StarDust once he reclaims his own third. Upgrade-wise, Flash is really pushing out the attack upgrades. He's going to go up +3 in a second here. Storm Chronoed as well. He's trying to get those Storms ready, getting those High Templar out.
Yeah, he had that on the production tab. I saw it earlier, but I guess he must have canceled it.
Yeah, I think he just canceled it knowing he needed to defend, and that was like the key. He needed to make sure he didn't die, and he could get the Storms out later. This is going to be a big problem for Flash. He doesn't have much of an answer here on the main base. This has been a big problem for him this whole game.
Yeah. Vikings out of position, not able to shoot that down, but he will stop the Warpins and eventually be able to clean up these Zealots. But again, just drawing that army back.
Yeah. This Protoss army is so strong. 7 High Templar with Storms, 2 Colossi, an Archon, and 23 Zealots. A few Stalkers to help out against the puny Viking count of 11. Actually, it's not puny at all. Thought there were fewer, but he did have double starport for quite some time. That's why.
Yeah,
I didn't realize.
But again, not that many Colossi. He's just got 2 in this mix, so 11 Vikings
could just be dead supply. Okay,
some free units here.
No ghosts to speak of on the map. Not even a single one. 3 in production. Needs those out right away because if he doesn't get some money EMPs, like cash money. Like a cashier's check,
like
man,
SOS,
EMPs.
like $$,
yeah.
EMPs. He doesn't even play turn.
If those EMPs are not in Swedish crowns or yen, man, I just feel like this is going nowhere. This is going to be a stomp, this fight. Let's see how many Storms fly. 9 High Templar here. Here we go. 1 Storm.
There's the terrain, a High Templar coming through. Vikings are doing a nice job of rerouting them, and he actually gets the most support. Look at that EMP!
So clumped on those, and that's going to cost him a lot because he doesn't have much AoE besides that. Okay, another Storm goes down. With some good dodge in here. He's got a nice wall here to work against those Zealots and the Archons too.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, that Storm is definitely money. Oh, wow, these Storms are just on point. He's just got so many High Templar. It doesn't matter if all the other ones got EMPs. He's got so many more where that came from. Storms after Storms after Storms here, and GG.
StarDust is able to take game number 2. Really, really close game, back and forth, but in the end, StarDust is able to take it. And he's showing that he's not going to go down 3-0 to Flash. He's showing that he can contend with the Master himself.
Taking a sip of that coffee, but that smile is gone.
Yeah,
Every time I say that, he kind of smiles, though, a little bit.
I don't know. He's actually...
Yeah, now he's not.
Yeah.
I'm on smile watch, Brent.
Flash isn't smiling, that's for sure.
Well, he definitely never does. I'm not sure if he ever has in his life. He's not impressed.
No, that's for sure. He's like, oh, okay, well, whatever. I'll just win next game.